Right, Amy. So first lesson yesterday. So right now we've got three chords and a couple of little tricky stuff things as well. So let's have a look at the chords first. Now, what's really important is, as I was saying, the posture of your fingers, right? So kind of we all have good posture when we stand up straight and all that. So same is true with your fingers on the guitar, okay? So when you're playing, right? So let's say E minor, right, which is first finger, second fret on the A string. Now, normally you go up here, but you need to leave a little space because your middle finger comes in here as well. Second fret on the fourth string, on the D string. All right. So now remember that you don't want to bend your fingers kind of over like this. Let me get a better angle here. So you want them coming straight down like that, not hunched over them. Okay, see that there? You don't want this, right? You just want them to come straight down. So not like this, just like that, okay? Now, so in other words, you want this little part of your finger here, that last bit, coming directly down, pointing directly down on them like that. So not like this, but like that, okay? So that's one thing. Now, as well as that, you can't, even if they are, you could still have them kind of scrunched in like this, you know? So what you want instead, but now you see the way my finger there is touching the E string and it's blocking it, right? So what I want to do is stand it out the way like that. So you're so curving it over and going straight down on the strings and leaving plenty of space here for those other strings to ring out. So there's a E minor. Then we've got G, and all that same stuff applies, okay? Now remember, you always, wherever you can, want to have your finger right up to the fret. Not on the fret like that, but right behind it, about there. That's the ideal spot to have it, okay? So for G, going from E minor, we'll scooch the first finger up a little bit, right up to the fret. Middle finger goes down here onto the third fret of the sixth string, which is the E string as well. And then third finger is coming in all the way down here. Third fret on the other E string, the high E string, okay? First string. Then the new one we did, well, kind of new anyway, was A minor. Okay, so if we go, now remember, you're never just playing a chord, okay? You're always going from one chord to another chord, okay? That's very important. So if we start off on E minor here again, middle finger, second finger stays where it is, and then you can just move around like that. First finger, right here, first fret on the second string. Just scooch that back a little bit to make room for your third finger, ring finger, which goes here. Second fret on the third string, or the G string. So there's E minor, G, E minor, A minor. Okay? And what's very important as well is whenever you play a chord, obviously you want to strum it most of the time, but to make sure you're getting it all right, you want to go down one string at a time. Okay? Because a lot of the time what you'll get is this. That kind of stuff, right? That kind of buzzy, or you might just get that, nothing at all, just a little kind of ticky kind of sound. Okay? So when that happens, what's happening is either you're not holding it down tight enough, you need to squeeze it a bit harder, or another finger is touching the string is touching a string that it's not supposed to be touching. So that's why it's important to have your fingers straight down, because if they're at a slant, if they're kind of lying down like this, then they're going to be touching other ones, right? And then you're going to end up with that kind of stuff, okay? So just go back from one to the next, back and forward, just going from E minor to G, E minor, A minor 7, over and over and over again. You can't do it enough, okay? So there's the chords, all right? And so then we did a couple of little kind of tricky things, okay? So the first thing was a pull off. Now, this is just for a little bit of fun, okay? So you hold down the string, let's say third fret on the first string, E string, and then instead of lifting your finger up, you drag it off, okay? And then you can go up the fretboard if you want. As high as you like. Okay, so then the other one was a pull-off, or a hammer-on. Okay, so now, little trick here, okay? So all you're doing is holding, maybe going for an open note. Let's say the open, that means no fret. Open, E string, and then you just get a good bit, lift your finger up and bang, you come down on it and keep it there. There's no need to drag it back off again. All you got to do is just slap it down and hold it there. Okay? But that's just kind of, a few little tricks to keep it interesting. The most important thing by far are the chords, okay? So you want to just go, remember, right up to the fret, stand your fingers up, don't bend them over like this, just kind of keep them straight down on the string, and try it one string at a time as well. So if I get this, for example, then if I just lean up, kind of get them a bit straighter, there we go. And I have it. All right, I'll see you next week. Keep it up.